Hi, this is Showtime, the hype man on Philly Hot Radio. Whistle while you at work. Along with my co-host, Dr. Rock. Tune in every Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Hi, and good morning, and welcome to Philly Hot. Whistle while you at work. We got a radio show, me and Dr. Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce one of the fabulous, hottest women that's holding down Philly Hot Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching us around the world on YouTube channel on www.phillyhotradio.com, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Rock.
All right, Dr. Rock is in the house. How are you, everybody? Woke up this morning. I have a lot of blessings to talk about. God woke me up because He didn't have to wake me up, and so I just want to thank Him for that. And I want to say hello to all our supporters. Thank you for all your support. The ones that's on, the ones that definitely call up. We're so grateful. So let me just talk about what we have on the list today.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about our prayer list. My prayer list is Mayoshi Conti, Robin Griffin, and Rashawn Medley. Put them on your prayer list. Mike Morris. Okay. Mike Morris on your prayer list. Anyone else that I missed, definitely want you to be on your prayer list. Let's talk about events. About some events. So first of all, we have Curvy Booth gift raffle coming up for 32-inch TV. I know y'all can use a TV.
32-inch. My little grandson can use that.
Yes. Yes. It's a raffle. 32. I know you for smart TV, $5 raffle. Okay. Starting Saturday, December the 23rd. Cash App Kirby Princess if you want to get in for a raffle to win this starting Saturday, 32 and 23rd. So give her a play, Kirby Princess. Who you want to get in for a raffle? Do that raffle, 23rd. Also, we have Princess. Do that raffle, 23rd. Have any kids? Far as we have parents and kids for virtual today, virtual for a Christmas program. And so if you want to check that out, check it out. Was given by the sister and brothers. And so right, Lady J and Rock was given by the sister and brothers and Chris. So now I want to thank people that gave donations for Women's Journey to Life. Donations from Michael Hendler and Edith Mullins. They gave donations for the coats for the kids. And you know this is wonderful when you Michael children, Edith God's children, and you will be blessed. Thank Miss Edith Mullins, and this is Michael when you into Women's Journey to Life in Monroe, and so many of us involved. So many of us are part of Women's Journey. These are my sisters. My sister, call them. Sister, Queen Sister, that's what they are. So many of them the name, but we thank you. We all thank you for your donation. And we have congratulations to Letitia Burks. She had this book called Digging Diamonds. And she is the co-author of the book called Digging Diamonds. She had this book called Revealing the Purpose. Revealing the Purpose of the Brilliance of your brilliance. That's great. We congratulate you. Thank you. I think that's it for today. If anyone else ever want me to give you a shout out, inbox me. I will definitely give you a shout out on our radio station every second.
And also, hi, my name is Showtime the Hype.
Inbox me. I will definitely give you a shout out.
Also, the Dr. Rocky. And also, hi, my name is Showtime the Hype. Those who are trying to market it. And it's important that try. So we're going to be doing Dr. Rock. We're going to be doing commercial, and I will be doing commercial. We will be doing together. Sometimes Dr. Rock might be doing commercial. We'll be doing represent radio commercial. I might be doing but we and then sometime me and Dr. Rock want to do radio commercial. Our introduction, really hot radio. For those who else are watching us around the world, I want to send a prayer out to the Morris family. When I found the news, it touched my spirit to see so many young men, great men, are leaving Earth because of COVID. I don't know what my friend has, so I don't want to say that because I do want to send a prayer and dedicate this show to my friend, Mike Morris. That was a good man. And sometimes family does not have to be family, but if you treat me like family, you are my family. And I have learned over the years, sometimes family in riding the intersection. And I never knew that riding the intersection that I would meet Mike Morris. I never knew that I would meet and me and Dr. Rock be doing a radio show together every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. doing the intersection. This morning I read a topic that those who know I'm a storyteller and I read books in spite of what people might say about what we are doing and what I'm doing. It doesn't matter to me because God is the victim of everything. On with this radio. We are living in a world where most people are not non-believers. We are living in a world where mostly people have old conditions and old messages, and we feel like the old way is not working. I'm from Philadelphia along with Dr. Rock. We're from Philadelphia, PA. And we are building one of the biggest, gigantic radio shows on Saturday morning. If you don't think you number one, then you won't be number one. Did I say that right, Dr. Rock? And someone commented on my, do I got any proof that me and Dr. Rock radio show is not the number one? We are the number one 10 o'clock a.m. show. Dr. Rock, I know you had something to say on that one. Go ahead, Dr. Rock. I can see that.
Number one. We are number one. And my thing is, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks about us. We have to think about what we are number one.
Dr. Rock.
If we think that we're number one, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. Okay?
Go ahead.
And because we think about here, because this radio station, we promote others. But what you have, all the business that you have, everything that you, that's what we promote here. Because like you promote us, but what you have, that's a working process with everybody that's having different things. Thank you for supporting us. That's a working process with everybody.
And I wanted Dr. Rock to emphasize that. So my dedication is my friend Morris, wife, and I wanted Dr. Rock to emphasize a little. So we're gonna is my friend Morris, something that I recognize. I want to recognize those doing. We're gonna recognize those in hospitals or in houses. 14. This virus has recognized those. Hey, I was watching Minister Intercon, other videos about this COVID-19. I've been watching a lot of the news. I've been hearing a story about they had other white doctors. The minister was going back on history dates when virus and white doctors. Because we don't have big black radio shows, people are afraid to be black because we get so professional. God said that he is watching behind the scenes what is really going on and how they are targeting marketing. But we understand that this virus, this vaccine is important for those who have bad immune systems. Take it. Those who have health problems like diabetes, high blood pressure, bone cancer, take the virus. Because those we have found out those who may
Take
be
the virus shot, man.
so those who may be sick, maybe those who
may be telling you, you know, I know a lot of people they think a lot of different allergic reactions. I understand they have the a lot of these conditions. I do understand that, but you know, I don't die from I want to live or die. So that's why, from what I'm understanding, mentioning about the shots. I'm not sure. Like a lot of people might not. They might not want to. So that's why you can call us 484-477. People might not. They might not aid to talk about it if you like the shot or if you're not going to get it. So you can call your own time to the 477. So because I believe that so they want the ones are taking it. One or two people also can alert actions that I seen on the news. They want the ones are taking. I know that one or two people.
But I'm glad what Dr. Rock did. This show today talking about. But I'm glad what Dr. Rock those for those who have health conditions. It's very important that you get in line. For those who debating they shouldn't take it, it's not about who shouldn't, who that's not our priority. Our priority that just do what you think for those that's for you and for your helping you. It's not about who. So the phone lines are open. You can call 484-477-6348. It got it. I'm telling you, over 200 and close to 300,000 people died. I'm telling you,
On the Philly Hot Radio.
close to 300,000 people.
Hey, Double D, what's up? How you doing, Double D? Think about what we just talking about. Philly Hot Radio.
Yeah, what's your time today?
Well, good. You were sitting there, maybe you were doing something
Yeah.
and you answering, you're calling. But Dr. D, we're talking about the COVID-19 and Dr. Rock, saying Dr. Rock
No,
about
we
the
were just talking about the shot that's out now for the COVID-19. We were just wondering. I know it's a pro and a con to it. I know people are for it and people are against it. And what do you think? And because maybe because people have allergies or anything that they might. I know people are for it and people are against it.
You have 2 minutes. We'll be giving each caller. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Allergies or anything that they might. I know people are for it and
Some
people
of
are
this,
against it.
because it's not something that happens. It's just to say that they really don't know. They give Russian. Some of this, because I mean, it's something that happens. That's that. It's just to say. So with them, really don't know. They give Russian. Some of this, I mean, that's that. The idea because so it really they have on them. So to speak, they're the guinea pig. I mean, and some of the guinea pigs so it really back on them. Other those so to speak, they're the guinea pig. And so if I don't want to go against the grain, nobody comes. If I don't want to go against the grain.
You know what? Thank you so much, Double D. You know what? The thing of it is, you know what? Everybody was about that. Thank you so much. Now I take this every year. You know what? It does me a good. It does so wonderful. Everybody was. I get any like a little small sniffles. That's it for the whole year. It does me. That's a blessing. So like people like me will try. I would just try it. At first I was skeptical, but it's because you don't. I don't know. If it's going to keep away the COVID from getting sick and dying, I just feel like I would definitely try to take COVID. I feel like it's sick. 'Cause I know people not in this state, and I feel like people have their own thing about it and try to take it. I'm not doubting them that they should take it or not.
Hi, this is my opinion.
I'm not doubting them that they should take it or not.
Hi, this is my opinion. My input is that everybody assumes and you'd be surprised that I reject the tape and flu shot because the last time that I took it, sick.
Okay.
And it's important that you got to know your blood shot because too many Afro American people, you ask them what is your blood type, they don't know. And what happened was that we are eating food that goes in our body because we have never been taught as our race to find out what type of blood type you are. Also, that some of the flu shot and some of this That seed may not go with your body type. And that's another conversation,
Yeah,
Dr. Rock.
yeah.
So, Doc, we want to let you go, Daryl,
We
because
thank
the
you for
phone
calling.
is
The phone
blowing
is
up.
off the hook.
So, okay, have a nice day. So, the phones are blowing up. We know that this is a
Well,
great
see,
topic.
somebody like you, I understand. You said that you took
I got
and
sick.
you got sick.
Oh my
But
God.
see, I didn't.
I was scared. I'm scared to death to do it again. That's how
Well,
bad
every
it
year
is.
around September, I take the fruit that you, because it's working good.
For you.
And it's just because that's for me, but it might not be for everybody.
Say that again, Dr.
It might
Rock.
not be for everybody. It might not be for everybody. Should I say it again?
No, you
Should I
shouldn't.
say it again? It might not be for everybody. So they might not want to take it.
Dr. Rock broke it down. Dr. Rock broke it down. You broke it down. So you know, you heard Dr. Rock. So Dr. Rock broke it down. For those who are calling today, so you know, you got the we want people to know why you wouldn't take it and who's going to take it. And also, we have people with different religions that are afraid of. Then also, people are scared of science. Where they are playing over in Asia, over in Haiti, they have used 500 females to test certain virus and certain diseases, and they are using poor people in poor people country for guinea pigs. It's a disgrace where people are using people in poor country. They know they don't have money, but they experience human bodies, especially in the poorest black country. My name is Showtime, the hype man on Philly Hype Radio, along with Dr. Rock. The phone lines are open. You can call up, but we're ready to introduce one of our guests.
Okay, we're going to introduce Garfield.
So
That's me.
Garfield live.
yeah, so I want to introduce this brother. This brother has me and him. I am so grateful that some days we be talking, we are collaborating with each other in the spirit of two brothers getting together in Philadelphia and not being jealous of each other's success or saying trying to outdo in competition. I have knows that in Philadelphia that the Afro-Americans and those who are afraid of you doing something, then a lot of people are afraid of Dr. Rock energy and my energy. When you have a high energy that God gave you, and this is what this brother had, he has a high energy. And he don't care who he can help. He don't charge sometimes. He's willing to do the work to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, I want to say, Adam, this is your part of the show. So tell people why you here, Scar.
I'm here. So Tuesday, going down. Dr. Rock, Showtime the Hype Man, SL Digital Media Podcast. We gonna talk some more. But the name of the show is called Journey. You ain't uplifting, then you downlifting. Get out of here. Back to them. Holla.
Peace. We see y'all Tuesday at 9 o'clock, me and Dr. Rock. We're going to tear y'all better New York City. We are coming straight at New York City, LA, Detroit, St. Louis, Boston, Baltimore, Washington, South Carolina,
Chicago, New Orleans. What else? We got Amsterdam. We got wait a minute. Australia.
I forgot about that.
That's right. There you go.
From Atlanta.
There you go. ATL. Holla, y'all.
See y'all.
Stay tuned because we bring it to y'all 9 o'clock on Tuesday. 9 o'clock on Tuesday. We virtual. We go virtual because we go virtual about it to y'all. That's right. We go virtual now.
Go ahead, Dr. Rock. Okay. Philly Hot Radio. Whistle. How you work, caller? How you doing?
How are you?
Okay. Radio. Whistle. Hello. Caller. How you doing?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. We're waiting for you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Calling. Ashley. Ashley, how are you? I'm Ashley. Hi. Calling. Love you. Oh, what did Ashley? Oh, did you
Topic.
topic so far?
It's like going on in and out.
Oh, what did oh, did you
It's pretty much what
Okay.
I was talking like going on in and out.
But again.
It's good talk.
Okay, good. So
Good.
let me ask you a question. What is your opinion dealing with the kinds of vaccine that is coming? Let me ask you a question. What is your kind about the COVID-19? How it affect you with your that is coming? Hear me tell you, did you hear that? What is your kind about the COVID-19? How it affect you with your that is
They
coming?
came
Hear me tell
so
you.
they were able to, I don't think that they have enough things subject for the ability to see whether or not. First of all, I don't think that the Pfizer is saying that subject for everyone that bust in line to get the vaccine. Everybody else. You know, it's saying that if your company that doesn't bust in line, just obtaining the vaccine, why do you think that people are everybody else? It's going to be so that figure out whether or not this will go with the vaccine. So, I'm a galactic. I feel like the best way to keep ourselves safe is just, community life. With God, that's way, so things of that, ourselves protect us. Is just, things are community life. With God, possibility for protect us.
You know what? I do understand exactly what you very, very, very good because to tell you the truth, sometimes you know, even I do understand exactly what you person is doing the exercise every day, taking the right food, right vitamins. That cold will go by. Have the cold. I mean, it happened to me one time. Thinking I was getting sick. Then because I do all this exercise, go by good. Well, you know, I eat good. I eat. Sometimes I eat what I want to eat. So you, I do. But I do work out. I do work it out every morning, so that's a good thing. And also the like you said, the needle should. I think as far as the vaccine come out, the wait should it'll come out for a while first, and then I just think you know everybody is getting it. All the first responders, everybody let them get it. They all getting it now. So I understand what you're saying. You don't want to just jump into getting it because you don't know what was what you know, far as who's bringing it and what kind of stuff, right?
Call it high. My name is Showtime the High.
What was what you know, far as
What you said, very call it high. My name is Showtime the High. What you talked about, health, body. What happened to us, evilness about health, and we have no clue behind the scene of really going on around the world when it deals with popularity of people behind the scene. A group of billion rich money people has come up with some idea around the table that none of us have never been, none of our elected officials has never. And what we are seeing because of the popularity of people living longer, and those that grow in popularity around the world, they came up with some type of idea. And those where diseases. But what we're going to do, we can go all day long with you with this back and forth. What is your choice? And then we're going to let you go. What is your kind? You're not going to take the COVID, you're not going to take the vaccine, or you're going to just do the way that you have been taught spiritually, eating right food, and go into prayer. Or you're going
I
to
rather
you have been
doing
taught
the
spiritually, eating right food, and go into
so you
prayer.
know make sure I rather that does so you know that is sure. So I'm gonna go with
right, right. That's good. Very good. Thank you so much, Ashley. We really appreciate you
Ashley,
calling
thank you
in.
for calling it. And you can call anytime on Philly
Anytime.
Hot Radio.
Yeah.
And God bless you. spirituality. That is the new wave.
Yes.
We're going into the 21st century.
Yes.
It's about spirituality and humanity. We're going to do another show
You
on
know,
that.
I want
Have a nice
to
day.
I
Wait,
want to
Dr.
also
Ryan.
give a shout out to all the teachers who
Spirituality
just,
and
not just school,
humanity.
Philadelphia, all around the world. So y'all doing a great job virtually. Y'all are excellent. Because you know we had to do this because of what's going on. We didn't want the kids to get infected by anything or ourselves. So y'all doing a great job. So shout out to all the teachers.
Oh, thank you,
virtually.
Ashley. So we're going to introduce our next guest. Go ahead, Dr. Rock. Introduce
Our next guest is Adam McMill from Sister Talk Philly. And what he do is he's the community of laundry single mothers.
Welcome to Philly Hot Radio.
Thank you, I
And
appreciate
I
it.
know that it's been a long journey talking to me. I know that it was called up deep radio.
Thank you,
And because we have learned not to say, we learned how to say yes, not no.
Right.
I read a book about because we assess. A lot of people say the no word, they go. But if you want to go and be successful, then I want you to talk about your journey. I want you to talk about when you started your nonprofit organization, how what made you get involved. Because I know that we had negative, but you turned your negative into positive. Now, if I can do a negative energy, I can put positive and do positive things. This is your part of the show, Adam. The folks want to know who you are, what are you doing, how can we help you along the way on the new journey for other young brothers like who you are,
So I'm gonna start by saying, I'm new to all of this. I'm not what everybody perceives me to be. I'm not a leader. I mean, a lot of people strike me to be, but I'm just somebody that's following orders. I'm just a good Samaritan. That's just my heart. That's always been my heart. I have come through hell and high water. I've spent the majority of my life in prison. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been placed from one house to another house because I couldn't get it right. But my support system growing up, through all my trials and tribulations, through all my tragedies, has been black women. Everywhere I turn, it's a black woman. Whether it's an aunt, a grandmom, a cousin, a niece, a little cousin, it doesn't matter. My God, all my life, has been black women. I've had black men in my life. Don't get me wrong, and I can't discredit none of the black men that have been in my life, but I'm not their responsibility. I was my father's responsibility. But I met my father in prison. I'm not their responsibility. So as a young black man, to try to find some type of, comfort in the guidance of a man, you really can't find it when it's not coming from your father. Because at the end of the day, bro, you can pack your stuff up and you can leave at any given moment, and I will never see you again. I will never get that wisdom. I will never get that guidance. I will never get that fatherly energy. I will never get none of that. Because you could just stop at any given moment because I don't belong to you. So why, as a young black man growing up in the street, would I ever trust a nigga or a black man that was not going through what I was going through? I may see you, Mr. Showtime, and you see me and you say, hey, Adam, I want you to go ahead and get that's Mr. Showtime and everything like that. But the only thing that Mr. Showtime is doing is driving by in his nice car and telling us how we need to stay off the corner and giving us some slick talk. But me and my mans, we still hungry. My mom, she ain't pay her light bill. We got cold water. We gotta wash up with the stove. We gotta heat water on the stove. Mr. Showtime, you're not giving me no money to help my mom. You don't know my aunt messed up neither. So, my thing is like, if you're not helping the cause, like guidance is, it's great.
I want to ask you a question.
Like, if you're not helping the cause, like guidance is, it's great.
I want to ask you a question.
Like, if you're not helping the cause,
Brother, you and those who are watching them, father did not get a role. Doesn't father how man is demonstrating something others have played part in children's life, even though he helped produce the child with his mother. And we've seen a lot of black mothers. And my mother raised us, and he helped age when two father and mother separated. We've seen a lot of black Asian boys in the community that have no directions, and like even who find the manhood in the street, build up a rap of who we are. So where's your experience?
You know, I really enjoyed you telling about this, frank about what's going on and how the women are there for you. A black woman have been there. So it's really sad because that's going on and it's going on there for you. They need to step up to fathers. So it's really sad because a lot of the kids they wonder why they ended up in jail for the fact that they don't have they don't have that father to tell them because a woman can't tell them how to do why they ended up. A woman can't show them how to be a man. The man can show you how to be a man. They don't have that father. My thing is they need a positive figure in their life. This is what bothers me how to be about. Sometimes even with a man, it's not about money. It's about spending that time with that child. And this is what I look at. Because a lot of us mothers, and let's be frank, mothers, a lot of us feel like if the man don't have the money, I don't want the kid I don't want the man in my life with the kid. To me, that's wrong. The man wants to spend time with that child. Let that man spend time with that child. Because guess what? At the end, when that kid gets older, that kid will turn on you because you kept them from their father. Or you kept them from their mother. I just feel like it's wrong. A woman can teach a woman how to be a woman. And a man can teach a man how to be a man. But you cannot teach, we cannot teach a woman cannot teach a woman how to be a man. Teach him right from wrong. You cannot, but sometimes a man looks up to another man. And that's what they look at. They look at another man and is he positive? Is he negative? But sometimes, and that's the sad part, and that's why a lot of them do end up in jail. And I feel like it's the ones that always needing somebody or needing you to need you to be there. Because my thing is a lot of kids that did very good didn't have their mother and father.
I'm glad. I had two. I was in my son. I had two. I was in my son. I raised two. I went to the school. I spent time. I never been independent. My sons turned out to do what they wanted to do. Still thought teach what went to the school. My baby son, my son right now, does he think that money and prestige are the thing? My son was shot 50 times. My baby son, Billy, right now. My son survived of three murder cases at Yellow and won the case. And I keep telling my son, I ain't gonna be cute, and I'm gonna tell y'all real stories. I have nothing to hide. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. I never discussed it at my son. My son is in prison right now. I keep telling my son, trying to live the lifestyle that worked. I was a great example for my two because I never did time in prison. I never always was out in the public. Those who know I was in politics, those who know that I'm in the entertainment business, I have showed and told my son 5 things, and I'm letting Adam talk about his nonprofit organization. I always told my son, education is never be a follower. Always pray. Never be a copycat. I always told him that. You know, but and then I told him, no matter what, that we have to build a relationship. I have tried in a strong effort to be in my children's life, now in my grandson life. Right now, my grandson's with me every weekend. I'm showing him and having spiritual talk. I'm teaching him about patience. So we're going to get back to you, Adam.
You know, I'm not, you know, for bringing up your sons and stuff, you know, very, you know, because my thing is not even, you can bring them up so wonderful and they still will stray. And it's because, but some of them just go out there and they looking for their father image. They looking for father, somebody, because their father's not there for them, and that's what happens. They still get caught up with the wrong crowds. I always tell them, I tell my son, and I'm going to say it, okay, I told him all the time, stay away from negative to somebody else. Stay away from them. So, I'm not saying he listened, but, but I tell him all the time, stay away. No, stay away from them.
So, Adam, we want to thank you. Let's talk about your, what you've been doing, what made you. Let's talk about your. Let's go, Adam.
Well, I honestly never thought that I would be, you know, running the organization for black women. Never thought about this. This wasn't my movement. You know what I mean? Like this was just like this was always something that was just on my heart. You know, my first endeavor was building Bridges PHL. You know, that was back in I want to say 2017. You know, I had a group of friends. My long-standing vice president, Courtney Gardner, you know, she was there with me. I believe that she was like the secretary of that organization or something. But long story short, you know, it didn't work out. You know, and I went on to create another nonprofit organization, Stay Focused PHL, focus on creating universal success every day. That's what Stay Focused means. You know, and that's what I created it for. I created it for young black men that, you know, needed to stay focused. You know, I was a peer mentor for drug and alcohol in home detention. You know, and this was something that was like really on my heart. And I said, you know, I want to help these young men. I want to do something for the community. I want to get out here, and I want to, you know. But every time I reached out to a man, you know, and I really want to emphasize this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't like as a black man, I don't downplay black men at all. I'm in full support of what we go through and what we need to overcome as a unit. But let's not get it messed up. Black men are our own worst enemies, even when it comes to something positive. You know, like I may feel at my dimmest moment, but my energy to you, my light is like just overshadowing yours. But I don't see that within myself. But you see that, and you don't want that light. You don't want me to see that. You know, so you don't want to give me opportunity. You don't want to give me chance. So I was always knocking at doors. I was always talking to people. Hey, listen, you know, I'm trying to do this for the city. And people would ask me like, well, where are your pictures at? Like, you know, what you do for the community? Like, who are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows you? I'm like, I don't care who knows me. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm trying to do. But it was like, you know, I got no help. People would ask me, you know, and I kept looking for help. And that's what it was. Like, I kept holding myself back because I was looking for help. You know, and once like God kind of like took me off that path, you know, he put me in an accident, he put me behind in life, he just did a whole bunch of things to me. And when I woke up in the hospital on June 10th, June 11th, 2018, after being in a near-death car accident in Prince George County, Maryland, I ran into the back of a semi during Ramadan because I fell asleep. I was in intensive care. I was in the hospital for about maybe 3 or 4 days all by myself. One of my great friends, David Pulley, had to come all the way to Maryland to pick back of a semi during Ramadan because I had no support to come pick me up. You know, nobody could make it down to Maryland to get me. But I had my mother, who is 60 plus years old, because I had no support to come pick me up, asked if she wanted to drive to Maryland to get me. But you know nothing about GPS. Your phone don't work right. You don't know if you're coming or going. My mom is a beautiful woman and she's a beautiful soul, but I couldn't put you on that mission to come get your son. She was willing to do it. And I said, I was about to die last night. And I ain't leave this woman nothing. I was about to die last night, and I don't care what this woman says out her mouth, she ain't got shit she was about to do it. Nothing. As a black mother who tried her best to raise her son through trials and tribulations, and I spent most of my life in prison, the day I was about to die, and not at the hands of somebody else, because we passed them stages of life, But just life on life terms. I still have not left her anything to be proud about. Tried her best to raise. So I said, what can I do for these black women that have done just everything for me? Let me give myself to them like they give themselves to me, unconditionally and unselfishly. But just life on life. There's been times when my mom did not eat because she wanted me to eat. And I seen that as a child, and I didn't eat the rest of my food because I knew, mommy, listen, mama always gonna fill us up the plate. Eat this before I take this. I said, what can I do for these black? I'm cool, mama. I don't want no food. Everything for I want to be hungry just like you want to be hungry. I don't want you to be hungry though. But when I went into the streets, like my efforts in the streets, I never made it back home. Because when I was selling drugs and I was busting niggas in the heads and I was robbing people, and that money never went back to the house. I'm walking around with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in cash, and the only thing that me and my homies want to do is where the clothes at, where the girls at, where the weed at, where the liquor at, where the after hours, where whatever mischief we can get into with all this money, or come on, let's go buy some more drugs. It was never, oh, come on, let's go see if our moms is okay.
I want to say something.
That money never went back to the house. I'm walking around with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in cash, and the only thing that me and my homies want to do is where the clothes at, where the girls at, where the weed at, where the liquor at, where the after hours, where whatever mischief we can get into with money, or come on,
I had no
let's go buy some
direction.
more drugs. It was never, oh, come on, let's go
By
see
the grace
if
of
our
God,
moms is okay.
God had I was going down the road. By the grace of God, that I never made trying to raise our children. I had no direction, welfare, because my father was love. God had stuff on the head. And raising, I was going down the road. Father, often mother, out of us, by the grace of God, like that I never made. Nobody knows what the mother goes. Trying to raise our receive because my father's love. I didn't do what my father did. And worry, journey. No Dr. Rock has
Your story is definitely a journey. What I wanted to say was when you were saying about your mom, you saw that money you would bring home to mom. You know what? Moms are like this. Well, this is how I would have been. I would have seen my son with a lot of money and he ain't working. I wouldn't have wanted it. I would say, that money. So that's just no, seriously, I'm just saying. I just wouldn't have taken money at the time because I would say, well, let me see if you have a job, then that's fine.
But that was the thing, though. I had a job at Bellingham Retirement Home at 15 years old. My mom used to take me to and from.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
When I was a child, she used to take me to and from work. I was 15 at the time. I got locked up when I was 16. I didn't see the light of day again until I was 18.
No, that's good. What I'm trying to say is when you felt bad about not giving her, you have a job, then the money at the time.
We're selfish creatures at the end of the day, you know. And
and I understand.
no matter how, and I did small things, but my thing is, as a man now and how I look at things, you know, those small things were like, you know, like a slap in the face. I would steal her car to take it to the gas station to get gas and then put it back in front of the house. You know, like, but my thing is, I would take, you know, when I was high on drugs and I was smoking wet, like I would take $40 out of it and I would only give you $20 back, $25 back, or whatever. I might pay it back down the line, you know, but I was messed up. I was a young kid. I didn't have money. Then when I started getting money, she ain't never see it. But I'm like, you know, I'm stealing from a mom, and you know, it was a lot. I know what I did to my mother. You know,
so we're gonna hold that pause. Can we do a
when I was high on drugs and I was smoking wet, like I would take $40 out of it and I would only give you $20 back, $25 back, or whatever.
We're gonna
I might
talk about
pay
it.
it back down the line. You know, murders as well. A lot of mothers getting murdered, a lot of children. And I said, what is a way to convene mothers together in a safe space where we can not only support them, educate them, and help them tap out, give them, something to believe in, and, give them something that, they can, utilize as a support system on a 24-hour basis. So I said, laundromat. I said, there's nothing but mothers in the laundromat. So why don't I just go wash their clothes for free? It was like, it was a way for me to introduce community resources, give them products and, things that they need to, assist with their daily living. And then, like I said, the real purpose of this was to connect them with community resources and entities that can help them right away. Like we have a partnership with the Defenders Association of Philadelphia. So they teach the families about systematic injustices, recidivism, how to lower the recidivism rate in their households, how to help individuals with expungement, bail fund, Philadelphia bail fund, getting young women out that, have taken charges for, their significant other, their boyfriend, or have been caught up in a jam and they have children that they got to get back to. Sankofa Healing Studio, mental health treatment firsthand, Babashi Transition to Hope, and these are all organizations that have, invested in our mission over the past 6 months, and they come out to the laundromats with us. So, when the moms come, everything is registration though. We put out flyers, we let them know what establishments we go to, and it was really easy, not easy, it was hard in some fashions, but then it was easier when you came around the good energy. So Mr. Juan from 4J Laundromat in South Philadelphia down 7th and Wolf, that was our first one. I walked into Mr. Juan's establishment on 7th and Wolf, and I said, hey, can I speak to the manager? I'm the manager, hey, what's going on? Hey, well listen, I would like to wash clothes for all of the single moms in this neighborhood. I would like to get them diapers. I would like to get them care packages. I would like to get them food. We would like to connect them with resources. Can we use your establishment to do so? I'm going to make sure that you have all the washers going and we have all the dryers going. We're going to pack this out, And on August 6th was our first community wash day. We serviced 57 mothers. 57 families with over 200 children, And, we got a chance to really collect data, and get information on these families. I mean, we do have a registration, and when the families register, that allows me to understand and identify what this mother needs. We ask certain questions that are not too personal, but personal enough to where though I can figure out how I can help you furthermore. So if I have 57 moms who check, yes, we've been a part of domestic violence on this on this registration form, then I'm going to make sure that we have one of our domestic violence organizations here present, so that way when you walk into here, you have a support system waiting for you. So that way when you walk into you have a support system waiting for you.
How can they reach you? How can anybody reach you? For single person of how can they children are listening? How can they for single temperature?
Okay, so we are on social media. We are on Instagram at Sister Talk. That's SISTATALKPHL. That is on Instagram. You will find us on Facebook as well. SISTATALKPHL. Everything is one word, okay? My name on Facebook is Adam McNeil, ADAMMCNEIL. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. We will be coming out with our website. It was supposed to come out December 1st, but we got backed up with some things, so we're projecting for January 1st now. We just want to be in support of, not just single mothers, but black female entrepreneurs. This is a platform for them to collaborate with other like-minded women and, create something, of abundance. Women, black women are at the forefront of, taking care of the household. They are the pillars of our community, and they are the breadwinners in a lot of fashions. So now this is a platform to where as though they're not being judged, they're being welcomed, and they have opportunities, like I said, collaborate with like-minded individuals. We talk about social injustices, ways to combat that, ways to continue to elevate our black women, and not be intimidated by the growth and independence in which a black woman bestows, as black men. A black woman bestows,
Philly Hot Radio, whistle while you work.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Before real quick, before you guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa. That was everything.
Yes, how you doing?
Good. You do a great job that y'all doing.
Thank you.
And safe. I love you guys.
thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Take care now.
All right, bye-bye.
So, I want to thank you, Paula. That's your.
Yeah, the website on Facebook, Whistle While You Work.
I'm going to piggyback. You said something. You'll go around knocking on city. You'll go around knocking on the community that I come from. Always ain't nobody. And I have experienced that we do experience what we're doing. We don't know how to tag in positive things. And I thought that I want to give a shout out to young family. You'd be surprised at some of the low income have money, big classes, had to food, low we have cash, children, food, that bothers me. And we don't know, we have seen citizens are living off a low income. No, we don't have money to wash clothes, things that you need. And that is one of the greatest things that I've never heard of. And I think it's a great idea. And those who are black business, white business, Asian business, that are watching this radio show, I think that this young man has a great vision. I want to talk about your story. What you say that you went to Detroit with that vision.
No, talk about the Cleveland.
Talk about that.
So we were actually, New Voices for Reproductive Justice is a nonprofit organization that has several chapters. They are based out of Pittsburgh, but they also have a chapter in Cleveland, and they have a chapter in Pittsburgh as well. So they were actually one of our community sponsors. They gifted us with a lovely, donation for our Halloween event. They really came in clutch time for us, and we were able to, put together a beautiful event for Halloween. Once they seen the event for Halloween, that was located down 9th and Girard at the Laundry Cafe. We have a partnership with them as well. They are black-owned businesses, phenomenal brothers. But once, New Voices got wind of what we were doing and actually seen firsthand, they said, we want to do this in Cleveland. How can we take this program out to Cleveland? How can we show Cleveland the same love that you're showing Philadelphia, And it's nothing for me to, like this ain't mine, you know what I mean? Like this mission was for me to give out openly, And for them to, want to adopt our program, to want to collaborate, partner with us was beautiful. They invited me and my vice president out. All expenses paid, and for me, I've never had nothing like that, They said all expenses paid. Wait, what? You gonna give me you got a hotel for us? Wait, hold on, wait. I can order room service, I'm just called like, can I order this? Like this, like 40 something. Let's order it, okay? Just and it was just like it was humbling to me because somebody took out the time, or not somebody, someone took out the time to appreciate what I had been putting into action, And we had a beautiful community wash day in Cleveland. I met a number of families, but I met this young woman, and she just, the spirit just led her to the laundromat. Whatever it was, she was guided to the laundromat. She was on her way to go do something that she was not supposed to do. The father of her children had just got murdered for some beef. East side, west side of Cleveland, and she was very open about her story, and she was like, I'm about to go steal from my kids because, I ain't got it. You know what I mean? But something was just like, come here to see if they, whatever. I don't know, what her purpose was for coming there, but, we gave her, everything that she wanted to go steal, we had there. My kids, because, plus the washing of the laundry. So it was like, it was beautiful. They want to take us to Pittsburgh next, and I believe that, this program is something that, can be set up in every underprivileged community because it's about bringing our families above the poverty line. This is about connecting them with financial resources, getting them life insurance, connecting them with, investment opportunities. Because this is about bringing our families above the poverty line. This is about connecting them with financial resources, getting them life insurance, connecting them with, investment opportunities. Whoever is listening to this, it's on the community. It's on the community to see actual change. I said, can I get 1,000 invested residents to donate $20 a month going into the new year? Just 1,000. At the end of the year, that's $240,000 that the community has invested back into the community. But you pay for subscriptions like Apple, Planet Fitness, whatever you pay for, you piss away $20 a month. If 1,000 people gave $20 to the mission, that's $20,000 a month. That is not only helping single mothers, that is taking these young black men off the streets, and we are not restricted to districts. We are working for the community. That's all I want to do. I want to work for the community. You have to trust the process. And I'm going to leave it at that. These young black men off the streets, and we are not restricted to districts. We are working for the community. That's all I want to do. I want to work for the community. You have to trust the process. And I'm going to leave it at that. These young black men off the streets, and we are not restricted to districts.
Mothers. So, or you, or your,
I was going to start saying it. I said, oh, Lord.
It's really, really beautiful to see. As a young man, you that turned your and I know you believe and you put God first. That's why the things that you're not finished. There's another plan for you. There's another plan for you. You just continue to turn your and overwhelmed though. I know you said you 30s, right? My son is 30, so like a lot of times, when I was used to, when I used to always talk to the because I have a son. I used to tell him, I know you don't want to be a statistic. 30s, right? My son do something, I don't have my father in my life, Dr. Rock. I understand that, but you know what? Be better than your father. Be better than him. Because at the end of this, your life is not your father's. So I try to explain that, but it is sad. I think my fathers should step up to the plate and be fathers. And like I said, especially the ones that want to be with their kids, even if they don't have no money, let them be with their children. That's just it's not your feel.
I agree.
Because the kids don't want to really grow up to say, well, Mom, you kept staying on me, and because he didn't have certain money, I think that's unfair. Especially the ones that want to be with parents that want to be around their child. And so I just thank you for coming in and sharing all the good things that you were sharing with us. You did an excellent job, and definitely I hope that many people reach out to you. I'm sure they will. Definitely, they want to be out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just thank you for coming in and sharing all the good things that you were sharing with us. You did an excellent job, and definitely I hope that many people reach out to you.
For those who are watching,
Definitely, they want to be out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
we are trying to do something You understand? This is not about North Fork, South Side, West Side, North. It's about all people. For those who still do not believe in the, we believe in this radio show. God is going to bring stars, people from. For those who still do not believe in the, just remember, do not allow me and Dr. Rock to take off, but God, stay tuned for next Saturday. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man on Philly Hot Radio,
And Dr.
along with
Rock,
Dr. Rock.
Thank you, supporters.
We
All
want
my
to thank
supporters.
Tracy out here every
Tracy,
Saturday.
we thank Tracy.
He's a gangster. He's a role model. He got all kinds of stuff in him, but he real quiet on the
Yeah, thank you,
right
Tracy.
hand side.
But
Go
we,
ahead, Trey, hit it.
thank you, all my people, all you people out there. Thank you for listening. Thank you, my callers.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
everybody.
And all the people that's watching.
Thank you. Till next Saturday.
Hi, this is Showtime, the Hype Man on Philly Hot Radio. Whistle YUS. Along with my